In this tutorial, we will cover and, or, and not functions in Excel. Please open file 03 and, or, and not functions. If you're working with Excel's logical functions, like the if function, sometimes you may need to test against multiple conditions instead of just one. For example, you could check to see if an order total is above $2,000 or is for Paris. Excel has several logical functions you can use as nested functions for the logical test. The AND function returns true if all arguments evaluate to true. For example, the order total might be greater than 2,000 and is for Paris. The OR function returns true if any of the arguments evaluate to true. For example, the order total is greater than $2,000 or is for Paris. The NOT function returns the reverse logic of its arguments. For example, if the order is not for Paris. Insert an AND, or NOT function. First, we'll need to click where we want to add our AND, or NOT functions within an existing logical function. Go and make sure that E2 is selected, and you'll see up on the formula bar it already has our calculations with the if function, checking to see if D2 is greater than 2,000, returning yes for true and no for false. On your keyboard, press the F2 key to jump into that cell. You can also double click on the cell to jump into it. Click after the word if, and here's where we'll put in our logical function. Let's have it first check for an AND to make sure that both of our conditions are true. So after the if, type in an open parenthesis, type in AND. You can type it in uppercase or lowercase. It'll correct it. Or you can select it from the options that are available. Open up your parentheses. And then we first want to see if A2 is equal to Paris. So go ahead and click on cell A2. Type in your equal sign. And then in quotes, because we're looking for the exact wording, type in the word Paris. And close your quotes. Press your delete key to get rid of the open parentheses. And let's put a comma after checking Paris. And then you'll see that it checks for your D2 greater than 2,000. If you would, click after the 2,000 and close your parentheses. This way we'll check for our first condition, whether it's A2 is Paris or D2 is greater than 2,000. Then on your formula bar, if you would, go ahead and click on the check mark for enter, and it of course returns no. Let's go ahead and use our autofill. Put your pointer in the lower right hand corner of cell E2 and drag it down. You'll see that it returns some yeses and some nos. Look at cell E5. You'll see that that returns a yes because it is in Paris and it is greater than 2,000, just the same as down on row 9. Look at row 3. A3 has Paris, so it would have returned yes, but look at the total in D3 and you see that only returns 1,500, which is less than 2,000. Let's try that with the OR function. Go and click on cell E2, and then up on the formula bar, if you would, double click on the word AND in our formula, change that to OR, and click on your check mark. Then use your autofill to fill it in for the rest of the cells down to E10, and you'll see that one or two of them has changed. E3 has changed to yes. Even though it's less than 2,000, it is in Paris. So as you can see, the AND statement will check both conditions and the OR will check either condition. Click on cell E2, and on the formula bar, if you would, double click on the OR and change that to NOT, which of course NOT will go and return the reverse of our arguments for information that we want to check if we want to calculate that. Okay. Please understand that NOT only checks one argument. The not we will not use right now, only checks one argument, so understand you'll just have to remove our information if we just want to check one argument. And the formula is recalculated with the additional conditions.